but my eyes a different smile, like a better one who knows.
Well, guys, as you can see, we got our television all hooked up and our speaker system, so we can kind of rock out here to some music videos and while we're relaxing working on the bikes. I just got through doing a little work on the CRF 250L suspension work. Decided to replace the suspension on this bike because it was just way too soft. This is the original shock we removed. Anyway, we decided to go with the Olin's shock. It's fully adjustable compression and rebound. It has a little remote cylinder that bolts to the side of the engine. Hose goes to it. You have your clicker there for the, I guess that I don't know which is which. There's an adjustment under the shock. That's probably compression, and then maybe the one on the cylinder is the rebound. I'm not positive on that. We went on the front, on the forks, we went with the Race Tech kit. This is basically a spring that is added to the left fork. On that particular bike, the right fork has a spring, and then the left fork has the valve for compression and rebound. And so they add an auxiliary spring to the left fork with some shims depending on your weight, and then you put on you fill it with a specific amount of oil in order to achieve the effect that they want. So anyway, we've got that done. Later on we'll try and take a ride to check out the bike, see how it rides. Chris has been working on a project. He's building an ice skating rink. I can probably show you a little footage of that. I got some drone footage. We'll show that up. Anyway, we had to wait for our first snowstorm, which was a couple of weeks ago or so, and we took the front end loader, pushed up a berm of snow, and then laid down some old billboard tarps that I had. They had been used, I think, 1 year as hay tarps. They were in pretty good shape. We did not seal the seams, we just overlapped them. And then as soon as it got cold, we tried filling it with water, but it just, well, basically in a nutshell, it didn't work. I think we were getting too much leakage under the tarps. The ground wasn't frozen, so we couldn't get the water to build up. So then we went and we purchased some plastic sheeting, visqueen, and we felt that the dark colored lettering on these tarps was attracting heat from the sun, absorbing the heat from the sun, which was kind of shooting us in the foot. So we bought the poly sheets. I think we found some at I believe Cal Ranch. They were 20-footers, so we had to seal them together with tape. So anyway, we learned another lesson. Duct tape does not stick to plastic, to poly. So anyway, we looked online, read everything we could read. Actually, you can get some stuff, two-part stuff, but then it actually has to be pressed together, you know. So we were not able to do that. So we got some Gorilla Glue caulk, and we put a couple of a seam on each, or a bead on each side. We overlapped it, and then we put the duct tape over that and pressed it down. And we did this all in a warm, heated building, so give it time to be warm enough for it to adhere. And I think we got a pretty good effect. So anyway, put the tarps back in, filled it up with water, and then we just went through a period where no cold at night. It didn't drop much below freezing. So we finally got some temperatures where we were getting down to 10 and 15. So we were able to get some ice in there. He's actually been adding just maybe an inch per night and then trying to get it to freeze up. So he's real tickled about that. Maybe we'll take a look at that in a minute. So anyway, we got the Honda bike. been working on that. So now here is the BMW parts. They were very, very nicely packaged. The packages are so nice. But, okay, this is a signal light. That's front turn signal, BMW. That's 35 bucks. Okay, here's the one that gets me. We have a broken clutch lever. This isn't the first time we broke a clutch lever. I broke one once before, and it just blew me away when I had to buy the part. The only way you can get it is complete with the perch, and it's pretty high tech. It's all adjustable here on the fly, you know, for the feel that you prefer. But anyway, it was 140 bucks. And I went, oh, MG, oh my heavens, that's a lot of money. So, okay, guess what? This time I figured, well, we got to have it. So I went to buy the part this time, $163. I can buy an aftermarket one from a KLR for 12 bucks. So that's my story. The BMW parts, they're all in very nice boxes, and they did an excellent job packaging. They have wonderful service, but you got to have some money to do that. So, well, one other thing I just wanted to suggest to you all, that you carry a couple tools with you when you're riding at all times. I know a lot of you have your tool kit with your tire spoons and maybe an extra tube and all your tools and everything, but what I like to do also is I like to have like the Leatherman, because that'll do a lot of things on the trail. A lot of times you just need a quick screwdriver or this or that, and then I actually have this little tool kit here that has it has all the Allen hex wrenches, and then it has your 8, 10, and 12 millimeter socket that'll go on that. That's really good. Another thing that I think is a must, and you can pick one of these up at Walmart, is a pair of vice grips. You see how that vice grip fit right on there. We broke this clutch lever. We were clear down on the Arizona Strip, headed to Toro Weep there, and there was no way in heck that we could have finished the ride or even got the bike home or anything. We couldn't even have towed it. It was too rough without these. So another time I was on the over by Moab on the White Rim Trail, had a guy on a KLR that broke a clutch cable, and with a pair of these we were able to get that on there to where he had just enough clutch control to ride on out of there. So anyway, that's my story. Always have a couple of tools with you.